everyone, welcome to the start of another vlog. This is my NHL Global Melbourne weekend vlog, and I'm actually starting this on Thursday the 21st of September. The reason I'm starting it tonight is because tomorrow morning I have tickets to the open practice and I'm not convinced that I will wake up, get ready in time to actually open this vlog, so I thought I would open it tonight. Yeah, I'm going to be spending part of tomorrow at the open practice. So we have the LA Kings and the Arizona Coyotes out here. They are playing two games over the weekend, one on the 23rd on the Saturday, which is the game that Dad and I are going to, and one on Sunday the 24th. I will be watching that game, probably at my parents' place. And I think the Coyotes are technically the home team on Saturday and the Kings are the home team on Sunday. For the purposes of this weekend, I was debating who I was going to be following, but I think I have decided on the Coyotes because I like their logo. It is so weird and just fun. Is it called the Space Coyote? Anyway, all this week I've been following social media, so I've seen the videos that they've put out about how they've transformed Rod Laver Arena, which is where we host the Australian Open here in Australia. Fun fact, I have never actually been to Rod Laver Arena because I don't do sports, except apparently for ice hockey. Tomorrow will be the first time that I go there, so I have to figure out the public transport system to Rod Laver Arena. I think I've got it sorted. And yeah, the open practice goes from 10 until 1. I'm kind of hoping that they'll have their merch there because I would like to get it tomorrow rather than on Saturday. There's pretty strong restrictions on what you can and can't take in to the arena over the weekend and even tomorrow. I'm hoping that tomorrow I can get away with my bag, which is like 0.5 of a centimeter out from being the right size. Like, it's ridiculous. There has to be super tiny A6 size bags. But on Saturday I won't have to take anything because Dad and I are driving in. We're very excited. We have seats 3 rows from the front. They're very expensive. They are part of the hospitality package, and I totally didn't realize that we actually got extra things with that. So there's a souvenir towel I think that we get. We get a food and beverage voucher and all sorts of things. So it'll be a nice day out for Dad and I. We're very excited. I think Mum is going to watch the game on Saturday. It's being broadcast here. I think in the US it was being broadcast at midnight. So I mean, by the time this vlog goes up, it will have passed. But yeah, I figured I would vlog the weekend. So I will try and get footage of the open practice tomorrow. I will try and get footage at the game on Saturday. I am kind of hoping that I do find where the Stanley Cup is because I know it is out here. They took a photo of it with the Goodall Cup earlier in the week. I told you I'm stalking social media. I'm now even following the mascots, like my brain. Seriously. I did actually order a hoodie for the Coyotes for the game, and it has until tomorrow to arrive at my parents' place. Otherwise it won't be getting here till afterwards. That would be funny. I know it did clear customs the other day, so fingers crossed. So I'm going to leave this off here. I will check in hopefully first thing. I've got to finish reading this book, which is currently blowing my mind. But yeah, I will update you guys as the weekend goes on. Good morning. I'm up, I'm awake, and I have managed to pick up this camera before I head off to the train station to go into the open practice today. I have my bag. I have some thoughts on small bags because sometimes people just need to carry things. I am excited to head off soon. I'm probably going to leave here in about 15 minutes. I will try and take some footage when I get to Rod Laver Arena.
here one time, so if the kids want to come watch in a couple days, you know, I think they'll have a lot of fun, and we're excited to play in front of the fans as well.
Oh, I love that. Now, do you plan to take any little souvenir or piece of Australia, a newfound appreciation after not being here for so long? Do you plan on bringing any of that back with you to the States?
I'm not sure. I heard the tin cans are really good here, so I gotta try that out. And I think yesterday we went to go see the zoo and saw some kangaroos and everything, so it's been pretty cool. So.
I'm back home. That was really fun this morning. The Coyotes didn't do the open practice because I think they were concerned about the condition of the ice if they did another practice round, which is a little bit disconcerting, but hopefully that's all good for tomorrow and for Sunday. I'm trying to work out, I don't know if they actually have a Zamboni at the Rod Laver Arena, because they actually did all the ice by hand, which, well, by hand, like they had a machine, but they didn't actually have a Zamboni. So I don't know whether they're doing that tomorrow, but it took them a really long time. So I think they're still just increasing the thickness on the ice. So I think that's what they're going to spend this afternoon doing. I would have inserted clips and things, and it was really fun and much colder inside Rod Laver Arena than it normally is at the Ice House. So I am replanning my outfits because I was cold, and I don't normally get cold while I'm at the ice rink. So that was interesting, and that was probably good to know. And I was sitting on, I think on the opposite side to where I'll be sitting tomorrow, but down the same end of the rink, which was kind of cool. And it was really fun watching them. I mean, straight away, you can tell it's just that little bit faster than it is watching the AIHL, which is not anything against those guys, because you can tell the NHL play, or the former NHL players and the AHL players, in particularly the Mustangs, because we have 2 former NHL players and a former AHL player, and when you watch them play, it's really fascinating to see the difference between some of the local players. Again, not a criticism, just an observation. Some of them basically were raised playing the sport. But anyway, I did buy a few merch items. If they have a Coyotes jersey tomorrow, I might get one. I might also get a cap. I didn't get that today because they didn't actually have bags, and I had to take that tiny small bag. So everything that I bought, I had to then carry back by hand to the city, and then I went to Dimmick's and bought myself a bag, because I mean, why not? But I also had my birthday voucher, so I got some books. So impromptu book haul plus merch haul. So I got this for tomorrow. It's a hoodie, and I think it's fleece lined. So it's just the global hoodie, and it's fairly long. I have to try it on. It is a large. Normally I tend to get things in an XL, but they didn't have any XLs, and they seem to think that this would be okay, and I think it will be. Plus, I don't own anything in this color. Like, it's a tan color. It's actually quite nice. I did get a Coyotes beanie because I will need to wear a beanie tomorrow. Base Coyote. This just makes me laugh because I ended up a couple of months ago, I ended up getting one of the Mustangs Pride Game pucks. So I also got a NHL Global puck. I actually remember them talking about this during I think it was when I was watching some of the junior competitions. I think it was the under 18s hockey competition here. And one of the commentators had the contract for making the Global Series pucks. So I got one of those because why not? And then this is the scarf. And I kind of decided just to get these. I mean, this is not a thick scarf. This is going to do absolutely nothing tomorrow. I almost feel like I need to take my Mustangs one. It does have both teams on it, which is the other reason why I got it. So it's more memorabilia than anything else. And I think it's kind of cool. But this is super thin. The one thing that was really cool, and hopefully you guys could see it in some of my clips, is there were so many different NHL jerseys from all different teams. It was really, really cool. And even as I was coming home from the train station, I happened to be walking behind someone who was wearing a Coyotes jersey, and I'm like, I know where you've been today. And then my sister got me a Dimmick's voucher, and so I went back and I picked up 2 of the books that I saw last weekend when I went on my shopping trip but didn't buy because I knew I was going to be coming back with a Dimmick's voucher. So I did pick up John Scalzi's new book, Starter Villain, because I love John Scalzi, and then just figured why not why not just get another John Scalzi book that I haven't read yet, and this is Agent to the Stars, which I think this one, like the tagline is showbiz is going stellar, and knowing John Scalzi, this is just going to be hilarious. So got these two. I'm looking forward to reading them. So pretty much all I have to do this afternoon really is just sort of pack my bag, because I'm going to stay over at my parents' place, because Dad and I'll drive in from their place tomorrow morning, and yeah, that's about it. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Okay, so I'm desperately packing for the weekend because I'm off to stay at my parents' place. But I thought before I leave, I would do a super quick update. I'm going to plan on trying to read The Ice Kiss by Elle Steele over the weekend. I will probably only get through one book. It is about 400 pages long. It is an arc that I received for review, so I've got to try and read it. But I figured hockey romance over the hockey weekend sounds like a good idea. But yes, now I've got to go finish packing, including packing away this camera. So I haven't put on my hockey hoodie yet, just because the sun is out and it's quite warm in my apartment, but I will need it once I get to the arena.
Watch the slams on the brakes. But he moves back to his right to get the tap on that champion try. That was working actually on the second one. First one is a death rod on the deck.
This weekend, let's talk about some of the fun facts as well, because this is the very first time that the NHL has appeared here in Australia. The first.
On my father's traditional lands, and I pay my respects to all ancestors, elders and communities across this great nation.
Hi guys, so I'm back. It has been a great day, a long day and a busy day, but it's great. And where have you gone? Benny. Oh, here he is. Here's Benny. We're just hanging out until dinner's ready, so that's not far off, so I'm just gonna make this really quick. It was exciting, the Coyotes won. I'm really glad that I did. And it was such a fun game to watch, it really was. There were 2 fights in the first period that I did not film because I don't believe in filming violence, but they happened and everyone was highly entertained by them. I got a Coyotes cap. I'm kicking myself that I did not get a jersey. I really am, but that's okay. Lines for things were nuts. There were 13,000 people there today, so it was a lot. But because we had a hospitality pass, we could get little lanyards. We were sitting 3 rows from the front. It was great. We got food and drink vouchers. We also got free scarves, and I already had one from yesterday, so I gave that to mum. And yeah, I don't know, that's about it for now. I'm gonna watch the game tomorrow, so I'll probably keep this vlog going, so stay tuned. Good morning, happy Sunday. It is just on 8 o'clock. I look rubbish because I've literally just rolled out of bed where Benny has been sleeping on me all night. So that was fun. And I did not start the Ice Kiss yesterday, but I did start rereading the rest of the story by Tal Bauer, unsurprisingly, because I was talking to Brie about it. And I promised her I would send her quotes, but obviously I don't have my physical copy here, so I'm rereading it as an ebook because I didn't own it as an ebook. How weird is that? So yes, I started rereading that last night. I got about 35% of the way in. This morning I think Mum and I are going to Costco just to have a look around, and Mum wants to get a few things and I'll probably get a couple of things while I'm there. And then after that we'll come back. I'm going to watch the Coyotes and Kings game. Yeah, and then we'll see how the rest of the day goes. There's some family coming over this afternoon too. Hi everyone, so it's Sunday night and I'm actually going to wrap up the vlog here. It's been a bit of a hectic day. So Mum and I did go to Costco this morning and then we had family over. We started watching the second NHL game and then family came over, and then my sister and her baby came over and they're staying the night. So we are all just mentally preparing to be woken up at some point just to help take care of Miller. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I am about 80% of the way through the rest of the story. I'm nearly finished, so I'm looking forward to finishing that off. The second game today was really great. LA Kings won, which was a bit disappointing, but there was like in the last minute and a half of the game, both teams scored again. So that was kind of cool to watch. And in some ways it's really nice that each team won one of the exhibition games. Still secretly happy that I was there for the Arizona win, and also to see Logan Cooley's first goal, because I don't often compare fictional characters to real life people because I was reading the rest of the story. He's just giving me Brody vibes. If you've read the story, you'll know Brody is one of the rookies on the team and he is just a larger than life sort of character, and Logan Cooley's goal was pretty spectacular yesterday. So yes, thank you for joining me on this weekend vlog. I know I didn't do much reading and I'm not really going to recap the rest of the story because I've talked about it so many times. So I mean, do I really need to say anything at this point? Is this read 5 or 6? I can't remember. It's one of the 2. I think it's 5. I'm going to wrap this up so I can edit it and upload it in time to go up tomorrow. I hope everyone is doing really well, and I'll see you later this week for my books beside my bed video. Bye everyone.